Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, bringing you a mid-afternoon update. Wednesday, March 13th, 11:31 a.m. Mountain Time. Now, the reason we're doing this update now is because we haven't been able to do it. Power's been out, snow's been falling by the buckets, heavy wet snow. And this is where Omer began, now bombing across the country. In fact, Bomb Cyclone officially takes place over Colorado. I'm going to put some video up on Solar Shutdown of what it looked like when I woke up this morning. Now, Bomb Cyclone is a term used to describe a rapidly deepening area of low pressure, and that's exactly what happened here. It's bombing out now, which means there's going to be some ridiculous snow totals in Nebraska and South Dakota coming soon. Colorado weather, why Wednesday's blizzard could be the state's strongest storm in decades. Well, that's probably because it is. And it's a bomb, which is not a boom. 70 million are in the path of this bomb. Cyclone set to strike the central U.S., bringing snow, hail, and rain. Look at how smarmy he is. Didn't even wear a tie. Blizzard in the back, flooding rains, and a big bomb L right there. An intense, ferocious winter storm, Bomb Cyclone, is expected to bring hurricane-force winds, gust, blizzard conditions, and a flood threat across the swath of the U.S. heartland Wednesday. Whew. Check out what happened when it bombed out up at Wolf Creek. 19 inches overnight, 60 inches over the last 7 days. We're at 449 inches in southwest Colorado. What's next? Biblical plagues? Blizzard killed 1,850 cows, and Yakima Valley farmers are reeling. The puppy's upset. Farmers in the Yakima Valley are still assessing the damage after snow and windstorm a month ago left 1,850 dairy cows dead in the span of a few hours. Hundreds more cows suffered frostbite, threatening their milk production and health. Global warming, guys. Pay your carbon tax. A rare 10-mile-long lake forms in Death Valley after heavy rains and flooding. This is the driest spot in the U.S., and there's a lake there. There's a lake. Check the models. Heavy snow moving into the upper Midwest. It's looking like a big swath of 16 plus. And that's just over the next 48 hours. South Dakota, Nebraska, eastern Colorado are going to get bombed out. And then some light snow will move into the northeast over the coming days, especially in the Appalachians. Rain by the coast. Have some more snow, late spring snow in the Sierras here, showing up on the models. If I can move them. Winter's not over yet. As we enter spring, right here, it's still snowing in the mountains. Earthquake swarm southwest of Colorado. Ongoing events down in New Zealand here, and they're really getting worried here. These earthquake swarms are continuing, and we're watching them and reporting on the magnitude 5.5 earthquake jolts to the Hawaiian Islands. Whew. Did you feel it? Down there by the Helena slump. Did it slump? I think we would have heard about that. Big boomer in Hawaii showing up. 5.5, 5.5. 5.5 alive. 6 on the shake map. That was a shaker. I used to know a Quaker. No other quakes of note. We're waiting for CME impact number 2, but it doesn't look like it's going to be anything significant, so nothing to worry about. What you should worry about is women who refuse to have children until climate change ends. There she is. She doesn't realize that the climate has been changing for hundreds of millions of years. Somebody tell her? Nah. In fact, it's changed so much that this mammoth froze to death. New findings indicate the resurrection of mammoths is not a fantasy. A research team, including members from Kindau University, is saying after cell nuclei extracted from a 28,000-year-old woolly mammoth, they were able to bring it back to life. Now, I find that interesting because they just called Yucca a 28,000-year-old mammoth. But when they found Yucca, they called her a 39,000-year-old mammoth. Those dating techniques are amazing. And if you come over to the Wikipedia, they say 34,000 years. Boy, science is awesome. Again, 39,000 years. Which is it? Is it 28? 39? Is it 34? I think it's 7,000. Pleistocene to Holocene extinction dynamics in giant deer and woolly mammoth. Now, most of you think that the woolly mammoth went extinct at the beginning of the Holocene, at the Younger Dryas event. But not according to this data. There are woolly mammoth as recent as 6,400 years before present. Right there. 2 examples. Now, what you can clearly see from this graph is that at about 11,000 years ago, there was a massive die-off, and that is 12,680 Younger Dryas event. But after the Younger Dryas event here, in the Urals, in western Siberia, the woolly mammoth made it and lived until the flood of Noah. And then it was a wrap. I'll leave you links to that paper so you can blow your mind. I hope you don't have wireless headphones on, because experts warn that they're dangerous. Thank God we needed an expert to tell us that by beaming electromagnetic radiation through your brain from ear to ear, anyway, it's dangerous. Cigarette butts are not dangerous, but they're the ocean's single largest source of trash. The only problem is, why aren't they talking about pollution? Why aren't they talking about glyphosate runoff and effluent and septic tanks and other poisons? Non-reactive cigarette butts is what the paper's about. And you get taxed for plant food. Know the truth. Be the light. Find your way. I'm about to do an interview with Dr. Shiva Ayadurai, the inventor of email. This guy. The inventor of email, holds 4 degrees from MIT, is a Fulbright scholar, has started 7 high-tech companies. He's running for Congress? I don't know. Something like that. We'll find out. But this guy knows that global warming is BS because he is a scientist. And I can't wait for Shiva to be the light on our interview, which starts in 10 minutes, which is why I got to get quick, finish up here and pack up, because Rex Bear and I are headed off to Horseshoe Canyon Trail. We will hit it in the morning and hike the 7 miles in and out. And the reason we're going here is because petroglyph discoveries suggest the Clovis culture witnessed plasma discharge in the sky, a cosmic event, an outburst of our sun, a Z-pinch reacting. The 56 rays are depicted because they witnessed it. Now, I believe that the Clovis people are responsible for the glyphs that you're looking at, that we're going to see in the canyon. Some of the largest petroglyphs, some of the oldest petroglyphs. And here's the interesting thing. These were first dated at up to 8,000 years old. Then they were 6,000. Then they said they were 4,000 years ago old. And now they're 500 years old. Misinformation. This rock probably broke off 4,000 years ago. Oh my God. In fact, this rock here was studied, the piece that fell off. And the scientists concluded that it had been facing the ground for over 700 years, the piece that broke off, based on some principle of how rocks absorb sunlight. So this piece alone is that broke off 1,000 years ago. I believe we're going to see some really amazing things and interpret them in ways that no one ever has. Stay tuned for the interview with Dr. Shiva, probably coming up later tonight. And Rex and I will be doing dozens of podcasts from Horseshoe Canyon starting tomorrow. And that's boom. Hope you got something out of the video. Share this with like-minded people. Even the sheeple. That's boom. Do it.